Good evening. After nearly 4 years behind bars, a Columbus-based terror suspect abruptly gives up his fight and pleads guilty. Nuruddin Abdi is the man accused of plotting to blow up a Columbus area shopping mall the day after Thanksgiving.
Abdi was arrested in November of 2003 and has been linked to convicted terrorist Ayman Ferris and suspected terrorist Christopher Paul. Mike Bowersock has the details tonight on today's plea. He's live in the newsroom.
Good evening, Colleen. This is a case NBC4 has followed for years. Today, it came to fruition. Now, this is the man that has been accused of trying to plan havoc at a local shopping center by walking in with an AK-47, shooting everyone, and also blowing it up. Today, he pleaded guilty. With a strong police presence and a strong presence of Nuruddin Abdi's family and friends, the 4-year-long case and trial against one of Columbus's most well-known convicted terrorists is over.
This concludes a long-time investigation of the activities of Mr. Abdi, but does not stop the investigation of the Terrorism Task Force into possible terrorist activities occurring here in Central Ohio.
Abdi pleaded guilty today to conspiracy to provide materials to terrorists. In federal court today, prosecutors listed a series of events against Abdi. Starting in 1995, they claim he entered the U.S. with a false passport. He was granted asylum by INS with false information. Court documents say by 1999, he was planning to go to Kosovo to help the Muslims fight the Serbs, and by 2000, he was headed to Kenya to train at a terrorist camp, which he learned was closed after he arrived. By 2001, it's alleged he worked in a cell phone store providing stolen credit card numbers to help with the Mujahideen in Afghanistan. It's alleged in 2002 he suggested bombing a shopping mall to avenge U.S. policy and attacking U.S. landmarks in Washington. The following year, he was arrested. His friends say most of this isn't true.
These accusations were based on torture and other incentives for other people who testified against him.
His lawyer says the plea minimizes losses.
Let's face it, with all due respect to America and Americans, the jury that he was going to face are not his peers. We're not talking a bunch of Somalis coming to hear the case. We're talking the Bible Belt.
Now he will face 10 years in prison. When he's released, he'll be deported back to Somalia. In Columbus, I'm Mike Bowersock, NBC4.
And Nuruddin Abdi is not the first person to be arrested and charged with terrorism here in Columbus. Nuruddin Abdi's alleged associates include convicted terrorist Ayman Ferris and alleged terrorist Christopher Paul of Worthington. Ferris is convicted of trying to blow up the Brooklyn Bridge, and Paul was arrested with alleged links to Al-Qaeda. He pled not guilty in April. According to a list of 102 pieces of evidence filed in federal court related to Abdi's case, Abdi sent emails in 2001 and 2002 to Ferris. Some of Ferris's phone bills were found in Abdi's residence during a search in 2003. Abdi also called phone numbers for Christopher Paul. One exhibit shows a payment of $11.25 to Caribou Cafe in Upper Arlington on August 6, 2002. Prosecutors say that Abdi first discussed the mall plot that day with Ferris and Paul at the coffee shop.